Good morning. It is currently 6:20 a.m. on Friday, March 20th, 2015. TGIF, and also happy first day of spring. Hooray! I'm ready for spring. I feel like at work I'm often an apologist for winter weather, just in the sense that some people will do nothing but complain about snow, whereas I like some things about it. But boy, this winter put it to the test. So, very ready for spring. Plus, vernal equinox. It's the day everyone can pretend that balancing an egg thing is real. Woo! What I thought I'd talk about today, actually, though, is that there was a news story. Was it just yesterday? I read it yesterday about Elon Musk, creator of the Tesla Roadster electric car, surprised a lot of people by pointing out that a lot of even the existing Tesla cars are going to get an update this summer that allows them limited autopilot ability, as in the car will be able to drive itself. I think they said for this update it would be limited to highway driving, meaning, when you're just trucking along for miles and miles, not doing anything except not hitting anyone. I don't know what her problem is. But it's only a matter of time before it gets approved for other places too. And I tell you guys, I'm just so excited about this. I know a lot of people likely are going to be very resistant for a variety of reasons. Some people who just don't like giving up control generally, some people who are worried about the safety. But I think if the technology is really here, what that means is that the safety issue is probably going to get resolved pretty quickly, because just statistically, it's likely to be way safer than when people drive. For any limitations there might be at all of the automation, it will probably be programmed to be conservative in that regard. And if anything, the accidents are going to happen when a human driver does something really dumb and crashes into the auto-driving car. But it is potentially, what I've always thought was going to be the hurdle there is just how do you handle the liability. If your auto-driving car crashes into somebody or hits somebody in the sidewalk, how do they handle that? Although it seems to me that the straightforward way is to just say, yes, the driver who owns the car, their insurance covers it. And so the question would then just be, does the insurance want to cover an automatic driving car, or do they want to, discourage that? Well, my guess is that once the technology is proven by getting more cars actually on the road instead of being only in simulations, the insurance companies are probably going to be on the side of having more people use automatic driving cars, because they will probably be safer. The computer is really good at paying attention for that whole commute and not getting distracted or looking down at its phone when it's crossing a crosswalk. And I'm really excited about this. I'm not a big fan of driving generally, save purely as a means to an end. I don't really enjoy the process of it. I know some people do. And, the thing is, it's unlikely that this is going to get to a point where people are forced to use it anytime soon. Not least just because there are no existing cars on the road right now that can do it, save maybe these Tesla cars once they get an update. So it's going to have to go through an upgrade wave of, people buying a new car that finally has it. And so that's certainly going to take time to where everybody has it. But once it even just gets to the point where that is an option, when you buy a car, you can buy a car that has this ability, I'm I'm really excited about it. I want it to come sooner. And really, my biggest concern about it is just that I know when I ride with somebody else driving and I try to like look at my phone or read a book or something, I tend to get motion sick. And so I'm concerned that will be what happens and it will limit my activities when I'm riding, even if I'm not driving. But then again, I don't get it on a plane, and maybe the computer's driving will be so smooth in comparison to the human driver that I won't get motion sick. Wouldn't that be nice? Anyway, we recorded talking about Survivor last night, so you should be able to find the YouTube version of that up right now as we speak. I'll try to get the audio version up tonight and try not to let it run late as far as posting that like I did last week. So, with all that said, I'll talk to you tomorrow for 5 more minutes.